Welcome back, you guys, to the channel. My name is Zach, and today we're reviewing Arcane, Batch 3, Episodes 7, 8, and 9. I don't know what it is, you guys. Whenever there is a temperature change or there's some sort of pressure change in the air, my nose just can't handle it. I have like a sinus infection or something right now, so I'm not feeling that great. So I'm going to try to do this review pretty short, quick, and to the point. So anyways, you guys, it turns out we're getting a Season 2 of Arcane. There's absolutely no conclusions that happen in any of these 3 episodes. We're basically stuck with a cliffhanger, and it kind of sucks. I really want to see the next season. But there's a lot of interesting stuff that happens within these 3 episodes. The main conflict in Batch 3 is basically the bureaucracy of war. Both of them are pretty hesitant at the moment to go into full-out war because of the bloodshed that will occur. The only reason they're not fighting at the moment is basically mutually ensured destruction. And because of Silco's hesitance, other gang leaders are actually questioning his leadership. And on the other side, Jace is power hungry and he doesn't really understand the ramifications of war. Because he's new to power and leadership, he's never actually witnessed war or slaughter at all. And because of that, he actually has a guts moment in this show.
He saw me. Hey, I'm here.
And that's all because of his lack of experience. So there's a lot of self-reflection for Jace to do, and there's a lot of big character moments, and that's the reason that I like Jace probably the most out of any other character. He's my favorite, personally. We meet adult Echo, and he's a freaking badass and just definitely a likable character. Silco doesn't like Echo because Echo is against drugs and gangs and all the shitty things that are happening in Zaun at the moment. But Echo also can't deal with Piltover and their enforcers. So Echo, in my opinion, is kind of like the new Vander. You know, he just wants peace between everybody, but he's stuck in between like no man's land, between Silco and Piltover and Jace's army and Silco's army. It just kind of sucks for him. Another reason I really like Echo is because Echo has one of the coolest fights in Arcane so far. It's very stylized. I like the music involved in it, and it's just all around cool. I can't explain it to you or I'm going to be spoiling stuff. But because of that fight, he definitely earned some badass points in my book. We get some interesting changes to Victor, but you can tell that the writers are setting something up big for him. There's a couple little changes within these 3 episodes. There's a little bit of backstory with him and what's going on in his story, but nothing that throws him over the edge yet, okay? Of like, oh my god, look at Victor now, anything like that. It's all a setup. We're going to have to watch till Season 2 to actually see his full potential as a character, okay? So there's that. Silco becomes a great villain in my book because they kind of humanize him in these 3 episodes. We find out that Silco's not a complete monster. We get some clarity between him and Jinx, and he's actually just a human like everybody else. And remember, you guys, the best villains in shows are not monsters. They're people that turn into monsters. So I really like Silco. He actually goes into like really good villain territory in my book for these 3 episodes. So I really like him. Great character. There's one character that these 3 episodes really focus on, and that is Jinx. You could technically call the 3rd batch of episodes the Jinx saga because there's so much of her. What I like about these 3 episodes and what they did with Jinx is that Jinx beforehand was kind of like this mentally ill girl that was kind of misunderstood. She has some bad in her, but she's mostly good. Right now, they threw her over the edge into villain territory. She's actually a true villain now, and after certain events that occurred within the show, she is a motherfucking force to be reckoned with. Like, she is very tough. I don't think there's anybody that can go toe-to-toe with her in a fight in the show at the moment. They're going to have some upgrades or some time to prep or something like that because she has basically become full-fledged villain, and I'm really enjoying that. I like that because I'm really looking forward to this sort of, you know, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker sort of battle between Vi and Jinx later in the show. Now, I'm not sure when they're going to, you know, kind of throw that out there. Maybe it's going to be Season 3, maybe not Season 2. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to it because certain events that happen in this is like, boom, like Jinx is a bad guy now. I love it. If I were to rank all the different batches of episodes, I would go ahead and say the first batch was probably my favorite. I'm going to go ahead and kind of take back my last review. Sometimes reviewers are kind of, you know, we get caught up in the moment and we got really excited and we go to the camera and then, you know, once things start marinating, you go, oh, yeah, it wasn't as good as I thought. The batch 2 is probably my least favorite because there's a lot of setup. There wasn't a lot that happened. And then batch 3 is probably my second favorite. So it'll be first, third, second, in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and give Batch 3 an A+. I'm going to rewind my Z rating for Batch 2. I'll give that an A. And then I think Batch 1, I'll go ahead and give a Z like I did before. So yeah, those are my ratings. Those are my official ratings now. I'm going to go ahead and explain what I'm hoping to see within Season 2. First of all, I really, really am excited to see Warwick. They kind of give like a little bit of like a... kind of like, oh, he might be coming in Season 2 sort of thing. And I'm really hoping they show him in Season 2. I'm looking forward to that if they do that. What's the other monster's name? Yurgot? I'm pretty sure he's going to be in Season 2 or 3. They're going to have him... There's certain events that happen where he might come into the show. So they might be throwing too many characters in at that point, but Warwick is definitely going to be within Season 2 or 3. I'm also hoping to see more of Victor. Victor has really piqued my interest after these 3 episodes, and I want to see more of him. There's a lot of interesting shit with him, but I haven't seen, like, you can tell that it's not the peak of his character development, you know? And Season 2, please... Can you dive in on him just a little bit more? I'm really hoping to see the battle between Vi and Jinx, and that's inevitable. That's going to happen at some point in the show, I'm hoping. But I know it might be like... it might not be a Season 2 thing. I'm not sure how long they're going to take this show. It might be like 3 seasons. I have no clue. But I know they're going to be leaving that for the end. They're going to have that Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader showdown, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. If Season 2 is the last season of Arcane, you know, for this storyline or whatever, I'm hoping that they're going to show it in Season 2. That's another thing that I'm really looking forward to. But other than that, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Please go ahead and leave a like if you like this content. And if you haven't subscribed, I do reviews. If you like reviews, I'm going to be talking about The Witcher here soon, you know, because the new season's coming out. I read both the books. I'm hoping to put a really nice review out in comparison between the book and the show. So if you like that type of content, please go ahead and subscribe. I'll go ahead and throw that out there as soon as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see ya! Hey, you made it to the end! That means you must enjoy my content, so go ahead and tap that subscribe button for me. And if you don't like my content, subscribe anyways. My videos are proven to make your schlong longer. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for discussions and movie topics. And thank you so much for the support. You guys are awesome. See ya.